What's up, everybody? Okay, I need to adjust something real quick, so I'm gonna hit the cloaking button. Not this cloaking button. The other cloaking button. This one. Let me fix the something here real quick. How's everybody doing tonight? We have a late night stream tonight, which is fun. My first. And let me adjust this over here. What the hell's going on with the lighting? Let me adjust that. I just came back from a run with my team, and that was a lot of fun. So I had the the most addictive drug. It's the runner's high. I did have that, and that's awesome. Okay, let me see what the hell is going on here. Ah. I'm fixing it. Tacos, good to see you. Nick, yes, I agree. Free DTI. We're going to be talking about that. Breaker, how you doing? Yeah, man, they... Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about that. Exactly how I feel about that. Let me fix this thing. God damn it. I don't understand. I'm fixing it. I'm almost back. I'm working on it. I think this is okay. Let me see. Could be better. Okay, I think I need more lighting. Give me a second. I'll fix that. License to beam. Oh yeah, I can turn that off because we're not licensing to beam tonight. But yeah, give me a second here. 1 second. Fixing the lighting thing. Okay, I am making some adjustments here, and then we should be okay. I'm still working on it. Okay. Okay, this is the best I can do here. So here, let me turn off the license to beam. All right, I'm fully with you now. Yeah, I went on a run with my team, and it was a pub run. So we went for like a 3-4 mile run. And then after that, we had beer. And I don't know how you drink your beer, but I drink my beer from a horn. From a horn. I don't drink it from a glass. You drink it from a horn. This is the right way of doing it, okay? If you're a Game of Thrones, if you're a nerd, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, this is what you need to do. Nick, you're saying who hasn't been talking about it? I know, this has been the talk of the day. Tell me how you really feel about it. Let's start. I think we have a lot of opinionated people here that really want to talk about it, so go for it. Go for it, Nick. Go for it, Tacos. Go for it, Ryan. They messed up. Let's put it this way. Like, I want... Yeah, tell me how you feel about it first, and I think we're going to have a bunch of people joining soon. So then we'll talk about it in details. But to summarize it, they effed up big time. Big time. And it's Scopely. We got Scopely'd. We got Scopely tonight. I mean, today. Yeah. So I was out for a while here. Let's see, the 12-hour... I don't think the 12-hour reset. We have 40 minutes before the 12-hour resets. Okay. Ryan, the more people talk about it, the more meh I feel. I'll just start pulling stuff I want daily. Oh, man. Yeah, they screwed it up. Okay, this... I gotta fix this thing. I can't fix it. I'm trying. Okay. Let me adjust one more thing. It's gonna bug me. All right. One more adjustment and then I think we should be okay. Adjusting it right now. Okay, this is the nighttime thing, so this is the best I can do here. We'll just have to live with it. Let's see, I get a message from YouTube here. This is from... Damn it! Baba. This is a raid. Whoa, we have a raid from Major Samo! 94 people, what's going on? Good to see you all. Major Samo, I hope you had a wonderful stream. Oh, Divine, thank you for the follow. Major Sama with the Raiders. Damn. Thank you so much. Okay, so for all of you who don't know me... Hello there. Hello there to you too! For all of you who don't know me, I am James Bond. I am holding the title of the highest free-to-play in the game, 99.8% pure. Thank you, Divine, for the follow, and Sugar. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I'm an STFC player. I've been a dedicated player since March 2020. And, yeah, welcome to the stream. And we have a lot of opinions tonight, so we're going to be talking about them. Oh, yes. We got a lot of opinions. I know you all are very opinionated. You're opinionated people. And Major Samo, I went running tonight. Ultra Vedica, good to see you. What do you mean? What do you mean? How many people, what, who don't know, what? I don't know, Ultra Vedica, what you're saying. But anyway, I went on a pub run with my team. Thank you, A. Powell, for the follow, and Shanada and Mickey. We drink from a horn. You drink beer or an IPA from a horn, and that's the only way to do that. GSC, thank you for the follow. Those of you who drink from a glass, what's wrong with you? That's what I've been telling people. What's wrong with you? Yes, bring a horn to the bar. And you have to pour it yourself because the bartender refuses to do that. But still, let me tell you, that's the biggest conversation opener in a bar you can think of. Okay? Major Samo, yeah, you have a drinking horn. You have a drinking horn. Nice. Okay, Major Samo, whenever I get my butt to Canada, or you get your butt over here to the US, we bring our horns and we do l'chaim. We cheer with the horns. And now you want a beer. Dang it. I had an IPA tonight. It was a really good one. Not too long ago. Yeah, you need a horn, Divine? Yeah, I hear you. Enters bar, Ultra Vedica, so you want to talk about my horn? I told you it's the greatest conversation opener ever, especially if you're single. Major Samo, of course I have a drinking horn. Who do you think I am? Hey, you drink martinis. I like you already. Okay, Major Samo. Hey, Powell, free DTI. Yes, guys, I'm glad you came in because we're gonna talk. So, I know how everybody feels. I read the insanity on Discord today. So, let me tell you how I feel. Not that different than you, but I think I am more... I don't give a damn. I don't have an NDA with Scopely, so I hold them accountable to all the crap and all the good things they do. And today was a big F up. A huge one. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Major Sam, okay, dang it. Now I want a martini too. I wish I could join you. But if I have a martini tonight, I'm not going to sleep, man. I'm just going to party with you guys all night. Which, speaking of which, I'm approaching 2,000 followers in my YouTube channel. So for about 1,000, I celebrated with going live. With 2,000, I'm thinking about something crazy, like I'm doing shots or martinis or something insane. I don't know if Twitch allows that. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. I need to see what's legal and what's not going to get me banned off of Twitch and YouTube when I go live. But I'm going to do something to celebrate 2,000, which is getting close. It's like almost 1,800 now. Sub goal met. Nice going. Wow. Yeah, thank you. Sub Monday, people were just going generous beyond belief. I think we reached hype train level 4, which is the highest my channel ever got to. I think it was 2 before. Again, I'm just having fun with you guys. The fact that you contribute, it's awesome. Doug, I'll call you Doug. Thank you for the follow. Okay, horn shots. Dude, do you think this is not, you can't, no, this is not gonna work. Shots. No, I'm gonna get shot glasses. Thank you for following, everybody. Wow, Timbo and Agenor and Psycho, and thank you all for the follow. So, okay, DTI. Here's my opinion, my complex opinion. Not that complex. This has been an established mechanic, okay? For months now, since DTI was released, we were able to pull as much as we wanted. That was totally fine. Everybody was aware of it. It became the new normal, and everybody just, that's been the normal. That they released it that way. They had plenty of time to develop, to test it, to make decisions about it. It was out, and they didn't do anything about it. It's been an established mechanic for months. Now, all of a sudden, they decide to take it away. Well, Scopely, bad decision. Clearly bad decision. At this point, you should have left it alone. Don't touch it. And next time, if you have a problem with something like this, do more testing. Invest in a testing team that is actually playing the game like your dedicated players. And if they don't know how to play the game like your dedicated players, then you talk to us. There are plenty of experts here, not just me, plenty of experts that can tell you and test it for you. Okay? But once you release something and it's been established for months, don't freaking touch it. And I'm sure most of you feel the same way. But they did it, and this is how they solve problems, and that's their problem-solving strategy or whatever paradigm is messed up. It's always been messed up. They did that with, you name it. They did it with what, Gala? Help me out here. What other things they did? Divine, thank you. Op 67, and actually, I'm gonna show you that I'm getting very close to 68. Like, this is happening in less than a month. Replock, they did that with Replock 0Gs? I think they did. I think it wasn't relevant to me, but I think I heard something about it. Yeah, they just gotta stop. And here's the thing, let's zoom out from this DTI thing. Tau, oh yes, Breaker, exactly, Tau. So let's zoom out from this particular DTI situation, okay? There are plenty of loops here that we're obligated to grind if we want to be competitive in the game. Plenty. So if they left this one alone, so what? What's gonna happen? We're still gonna grind like crazy with everything else. They're gonna release another one next month, and the month after, and the month after. We're not going anywhere. We're dedicated people. So they messed up one loop, and they should just take it like a man. And take that bullet and understand, okay, we messed it up. We overlooked it for a few months. Our fault. We are going to admit fault and leave it alone. Because what they created here is an unfair situation for players. So now you have players that took advantage of this. Hold on, my OCD here needs to move the miner somewhere. You have players that took advantage of the loop, and they already rated it, like they claimed as many as they can, they maxed everything. And now you have players that didn't do it, and you have other players that are going to reach that level range where they can claim it, and they're going to have to daily drip it. Now that's just unfair. That's completely messed up, but this is Scopely. Zero G's, once they increase from 10 million, you could go down. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Hey Powell, very similar thing happened about this time last year with MU loot goblins. They had a short respawn timer, and they effed up a month later with no warning. Yeah, that's the thing. And where's the announcement? Like, Scopely, come on. Like, we all have plenty of problems with it already. This is not helping at all. Like, you messed up a loop. Okay, fine. So it's one loop, and the 11 other ones that are coming out that year, make them better to your satisfaction. But this should not be touched. I think we're all on the same page on that. Ryan, they nerfed the tier up catalyst favor. I remember that. Divine, one of the FTP on our server is op 66, slightly more power, but you are running all miners, so getting closer. Yeah, let me show you soon. I'm going to show you my progress to 68, which is way better than I thought. Breaker, the loop is going to be dead, if not already near it. Yeah. Here, let me take out my Apple Watch. I ran with it. Baba says on YouTube, I see it now. I didn't do a Krenim run today, so didn't notice that they secretly added a cooldown to the officers I was working on. WTF. Yeah, that's Scopely for you. They messed something up. They realized it way after the fact, after it became an established mechanic for months, and now out of their greediness, they're changing it, hoping that people are going to be spending on it. Like, you can't freaking do that. Ultravetica, if you're going to communicate changes, you can't just say balancing sorry. That's right. Be completely transparent and say exactly why. And if it's a permanent change, at least make it less unfair by giving others an unlock of stuff you just cool down. Ultravetica, I agree 100%. And again, I worked for a gaming company before. I worked for Blizzard, okay? Standards. I have game development standards. They're working against all of them. Like, I had enough of this. And they're doing it again. Like, this is not the last time, by the way. They're going to keep doing this stuff. They're going to totally keep doing this stuff. This is going to bug me here. This is the first time I'm doing a night stream, and I'm trying to fix it here. Oh, this is going to be the end of me. Anyway. I think this is better. Whatever. Breaker, now it has 2 drip gates, credits, and now the officers, artifacts, CTs. The credits already slows us down a lot. Yeah. Again, like, we all gonna still grind this mechanic. We're not gonna stop doing Krenim. I mean, there's still, here, look at the store. There's so many things you need to claim daily. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. Really, like, I mean, I was grinding it even though we had that open for months. I still claim my Syndicate XP, Sigma speed ups. You know I'm obsessed with that as a free-to-play. I'm still upgrading the DTI building. I'm still claiming these. I'm still getting the relativity. And when the relativity unlocks, I'm going to claim all of these. The loop is not going anywhere. It's not. Nick, I reckon it was supposed to be that way, and they didn't expect players to do so well with the DTI faction without the relativity. Players that had relativity were helping those without, and those players benefited from it. I think that's why they left it so long, because they needed numbers to justify it. Maybe. It's possible. What you're saying is possible. It's like they're not changing their MO. This is going to continue. This is not the last time they're going to do something like this. And I'm voting already the way I believe. I'm voting you get no money because of this bad behavior. when you behave yourselves, when you show yourself, when you prove yourself worthy to me, that your gaming standards and your game development standards are more for the player. Because here's the thing. If you take care of your players, they'll take care of you. If you treat them well, they'll treat you well. One hand washes the other. That's how it works in life. That's how it works in gaming. They haven't been treating us well, and this is not helping. A Powell says they didn't nerf that favor. They fixed the amount so you actually get rods. But I hate how they also fixed the catalyst amounts. And it took 6 months and DJs to send in a message. Yeah, they're not on top of it. And they need content creators and players and whales to actually tell them what's the pulse of the people. Because they're just tone deaf. Scopely quality. Oh, let's not start with that. Like, they can do quantity and quality at the same time. But we know how they roll. Well, to be fair, other game companies do this a lot too, called nerfing. No, that's totally fine. I know. I mean, Blizzard does it. A lot of companies do it. That's fine. But I don't know. This is pretty severe. Can we agree? Like, this is not just an officer that had an ability that was so overpowered and they tweaked it. An entire aspect of the game, they completely nerfed it. This is not just like the impulse nerf, which is another, oh my god, that was such a brilliant solution, right? Standards, Ultravetica, I think all the... Wait, I can't keep up with the chat. All the dictionaries that Scopely have that crossed out. Agree 100%, Ultra. Hey, Paul, Scopely shot themselves in the foot as many people are going to stop spending or flat out quit. Now that's... Not that there's a precedent of changing a mechanic months after launch that negatively impact players. Exactly. So, again, we the people have more power than we think. I'm not trying to tell people don't spend. I'm just saying vote with your wallet. If they pissed you off here and you communicated that, you got to back it up with money. Because if your wallet says otherwise, if your wallet votes yes, then your words mean nothing. So, if it bothers you, you need to show them by voting with your wallet. So a lot of whales, some people speak loud, but they contradict themselves with their vote. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, I've been voting the same way for years. That's my input here. Divine, Sigma speedups are not worth it when you can grind MU. It's just not enough. So I'm glad you brought this up. So let me show you here my progress. Material-wise, it's looking a lot better. Even steel. I've been researching some steel, resource efficiency. It was like over 20 million and now it's at 15 million. But you were mentioning Sigma speedups. This is just too freaking much. I'm launching a calculator. So I need 192 days right now, excluding everything that I have. Let's say 160 after all the helps from the Alliance. And I'm multiplying that by 1.5. I need 240 million Latinum. I need every freaking Sigma speed up I can get a hand on. It's not enough. I'm free to play. It's not enough. I need more. I think Latinum is going to be my bottleneck. For the first time in the G6. Well, not for the first time. But I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be mats. It's Sigma speedups again. Be ready. Grind them, farm them, claim them, max pull them everywhere. It's not going to be enough. Ultravetica, anyone who has played Helldivers 2, players review bombed the game when someone in the food chain made changes. Players could get on their app store and review bombed the game and to protest as well. Still, I thank you for the follow. I never played Helldivers 2. I'll take your word for it. I mean, gaming companies F things up. It's clear. Nobody's perfect. But look, from all the games I played, and I played plenty. I've been playing games since the invention of computers. This is the worst track record of any gaming company I've ever seen. And I'm not just picking on them for no reason. We all have plenty of examples. You all brought it up today. Plenty of examples. Nick says, this has happened multiple times before, and I have no doubt it will happen again. I rest my case. Yep. Hey, Broken Wolf, you say, I was the one that brought that up during DJ's stream, as I wanted to correct amounts provided. I had opened numerous tickets and was told each time I was getting the correct amounts. Support has a difficult time reading. Yeah, I've been getting some auto responses from them that just don't make any sense. I'm trying not to be too negative. I'm just trying to isolate my opinion about DTI. But yes, I have a lot more to say. We'll get to that. Sugar, convinced this is this wasn't an accident and the GS31 fiasco wasn't a mistake. This is FOMO manipulation. Yep. Because here's the thing. If this was a subscription fee-based game, the greediness actions will not... There will not be a need to have them. Because they know that you're paying for an entry ticket and you're playing the game, and they're going to make it fun because they want to keep you in to keep the subscription going. Because this is microtransaction based, all of their action is to squeeze more microtransactions from people. That's their motive. That's how they've been operating. And as soon as I learned that on year one, whatever $25 that I spent, I stopped it all. And they're not going to stop, like you guys said. Hey, Powell, I don't blame you. It shouldn't have been a problem in the first place. I think you're responding to somebody, or I don't know if you responded to something I'm saying. I'm catching up on the chat. There's just so much going on. Yes, other games nerf a character or one item, but not an entire loop. Yeah, and again, one item, I understand. Sometimes you make mistakes. I mean, even card games, they make changes to the cards. Hearthstone did that, you know. It happens. It happens. You have a class that is overpowered. They realize that it's out of balance. They make a little tweak. But again, a little tweak. And again, in the large scheme of things. So this particular faction store is not playing in their favor when it comes to microtransactions. Fine. You release 11 a year. I mean, 11 more this year. Relax. You're going to make your freaking money. Just take it. Take the mistake. Just own it and let it go. That's all I wanted from them. We saw what they did. Hey, Ultra Rao, good to see you. The nerf alone does not affect me directly, but not gonna lie, this type of decision makes me think if I should keep playing. You're not the only one. I mean, look, I'm still in a place where I'm having more fun than frustration. Also, I'm doing content creation now, so I'm even more invested. But regardless, I mean, I don't have stakes in the game when it comes to this particular faction store. I didn't max everything. I got some things. And I don't really care about a lot of the items there right now. So I don't really care about this, but it's the method. The way they keep doing this so many years after the game was released. And so many people told them so many times, the community told them so many times, stop doing this. It's like they don't give a damn. That's what's pissing me off and everybody else. GSC usually gets 6 days per MU run. Then that's a pretty good pull. I mean, I get maybe 15 hours. You get a pretty good pull. Divine, 3 hours or 15 minute speed ups just don't help. No, they don't by themselves, but don't underestimate the slow drip. If every day you get a few of these, if every day you get half a day of Sigma worth, or 1 day worth of Sigma worth speed ups, it will add up. It will absolutely add up. Sugar Fatman, good to see you. The DTI store nerf is simple. They wanted people to keep buying the $5 Leslie pack. It's the only explanation that makes sense. Again, What, maybe it's that pack or other packs, but they realized that they're not making that much profit because of the setup that has been there for months, I mind you, and then they decided to change it last second. That just completely messed up. Yeah. G6 is just like G3, need to grind. Yeah, grind is the name of the game. There's no way of skipping grinds, not even whales. Whales can buy shortcuts, but they still need to grind. Major Samo, you're responding to 6 days. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, your RNG gods, yeah, they favor you. Have a chat with them. Maybe they can favor me and Major Samo too. GSC Romulus, 220 kills per run. Oh, you're grinding 220. I got maybe 70. Yeah, the math makes sense. Again, but still, that's good RNG, man. Congrats. Congrats. Divine, I get an average of 115 hours speed up per run, sometimes up to 5. Got 3,000 runs banked up. Speed ups won't be an issue. One build queue and one research queue is an issue. It is. But not too bad. I'm slow cooking G6 right now with my buildings. So I'm getting a head start here. Like, between grinding the Sigma speed ups and getting more Latinum and slow cooking and collecting whatever other material and resources I need, I should be on track for 68. Like, this is going to happen in less than a month. I didn't even cash in on a lot of my loyalty and other stuff and oopsie chests. Like, I'm in a really good shape. This is better than I thought. So 68 is coming in less than a month. That's my educated guess. Hey, Paul, I know you're free to play, but I don't know how you can tolerate only having one builder and one researcher. Again, just like people condition themselves for different things, I condition myself. This is my only option. This is the only thing that exists. I've been doing that for 5 years. Again, the store doesn't exist. It's banned. It's like, I don't even see it anymore. I don't see the icon anymore. It really genuinely doesn't exist. I don't even like need to resist the temptation. FOMO does not exist in this dojo. As you know, those of you who are new, FOMO does not exist in this dojo. So, there's no FOMO. I don't care. Well, everything has prereqs. Why need multiple? It does help because sometimes, like, for example, even though you have prereqs, if I had multiple queues, I could multitask here. Because, you see, I need, like, Shipyard, the Vault, and the Platform. I could run multiples if I wanted to. But I only have single queues, so... Yes, Ultra. Thank you. Nick, see, the thing is we've probably done surveys saying we've had a good few months during this arc, especially the DTI feature, and now they change after we have provided our feedback. Yeah, they started sending me surveys like on a regular basis now. I guess I'm on their radar, I don't know. I've been filling them, but honestly, I stopped because it's like my feed. I give them feedback of what makes me happy, and it feels like they're using that against us. They're not playing nice. They're not playing nice. Ultra, good evening, JB and everyone. Yeah, you too, buddy. Divine, it's the principle of the matter. It's really screwing over NIP. Agreed. Hey, Tarpy. Evening to you. Good to see you. Timbo, $99 packs for top-down games seems kind of insane to me. Again, it's not just them. It's the microtransaction model. It's not just Scopely. It's any mobile gaming company that is releasing a free game, and their hope and strategy is to make people microtransaction spend. I understand their business model. I'm against it. But whatever makes people happy. Like, I don't shame people. You just do whatever. I just hope that people are going to vote and support their words with their money. That's all. Done with Fortnite, Zero G's? I don't know. I don't play Fortnite. Who plays Fortnite here? What did they nerf in DTI? So what they did, glad you're asking. If you haven't done it before, so you didn't know it existed, but all of the pools that you see here didn't have a cooldown. So you can just claim it over and over and over. If you have the currency, you can just max the officer, max the artifact, whatever you want, the tech. You can just spend and spend until you actually max it. So what they nerfed is now it has a 24-hour cooldown like any other store here. Which, again, I'm not against it. But when you release something and it exists for months, that's the normal mechanic now. If you mess with that, you know, that's pitchforks and torches. That's what you're inviting. And that's what happened today on Discord. Nick, it's the wording they used in the comms that frustrated me to the most. Balance improvements, smoothing out how quickly, in other words, players are progressing quicker than expected in certain area DTI offers, and slowing you down. Yeah, again, I understand why they did it, but it's too freaking late. This is an established mechanic for months. You can't mess with it now. Not to this level. A minor tweak, maybe, but that was just too much. Bubba says on YouTube, cooldowns to the officer pulls, the other pulls it, I'm told. But I only had enough linger and test a couple pulls. Yeah, we talked about that. That's what they nerfed, basically. That's why people are pissed. GSC says G6 seems faster than G5 with all the catch-up mechanics. I don't know, man. There are bottlenecks with G6. Speed-ups, materials. They basically did an economy reset, so whatever stash you had before doesn't really help so much. You gotta grind. It has been pretty fast. I mean, I averaged an ops level a month. Because I compared it to my interview with Rev Deuce. I was 62 about 6 months ago. 5-6 months ago. So yeah, it's about a level a month is what I've been getting. Well, if you're going 68, may as well head to 70 and then catch up. Oh no, I'm pushing to 70 as fast as possible. But I'm limited because materials. Materials, platinum, steel. But I push as fast as I get them. Like, this is the fastest humanly possible as a free-to-play. Breaker, you'll be 67 this month. Congrats. I can see me hitting 70 by the end of the year. Yeah. Keep it up. Just keep it up. Try not to be distracted by whatever shiny BS stuff they're going to release. Try to tempt you for it. And you should be totally fine. Divine, for free-to-play, you look at packs. And events pay more, so why buy the $5 pack? Well, again, to accelerate. I mean, people that buy packs, they want to accelerate the process. I totally get why they're doing that. I'm sitting at 67, Tarbitude says, till I have a few more tiers on my KOS. It's a ship, right? But we'll see on 68. Yeah, so I was... seeing my count here of my materials, I have more crystal than I can know what to do with. I'm probably going to allocate some to my Velox. So I'm probably going to upgrade a tier, maybe 2, to my Velox. So right now it's tier 2.5. Maybe it's going to be tier 3, maybe tier 4. Because it's not going to delay me, so I'm okay doing that. But I'm not waiting for anything. I'm pushing like a madman. Timbo says... they can sell lots more small packs that could build up to the same as large packs over time if they really wanted to make money. I think they definitely make money. I mean, they wouldn't stay in business for 6 years plus if they didn't know how to make money. So they're doing something right as far as profit, but they're screwing over the players too much. Like, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we've had enough of this. Not to mention some bugs that are still not fixed. No excuse. Ultra, it is part of mobile game industry and how they keep the game free to play. Yep, I understand. I understand the business mentality completely. Divine, but you need to get the credits to do, which is locked behind limited sourcing. Right. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, we're still gonna grind. That's what I was saying earlier. We're still gonna grind this loop. We're not gonna stop. The ratio of how you can claim stuff on the store, that shouldn't be the limit. I think they're just trying to stretch this content for longer by making it slow drip. Which again, if they released it like that originally, sure. But now, after you conditioned us to get used to it for months, you shouldn't do that. Tarpy, end of day. I didn't care. The cooldowns change. I didn't agree with the lack of notice. Agreed. And the guise of balance. Just be open with the reasons and people will be more understanding and less mad. Yeah, Tarpy, and that's what I've been saying. If you treat your player base with respect and you do right by them, they will do right by you. They will enjoy you more as a company. They will support you more. They will recommend it to their friends. Like, I tell people now that I, do content creation for the game, and they ask me what game it is, and I say Star Trek Fleet Command, and I tell them, honestly, don't get into this game. Like, I'm into it because I enjoy it, but I don't recommend people to join it. And because of Scopely and the way they've been treating us, because this is not okay. I'm just committed and invested at this point emotionally in this game. I'm not invested financially. I'm invested emotionally because I have a lot of friends. But I wouldn't recommend a new player to join the game because of the way they keep repeating the same MO all the time. And I wish it wasn't like that. Really. I would love to promote them more, but they need to prove that it's worth it. I'm not going to tell a good friend of mine to join the game if they don't change their ways. Divine, I went G6 on February 16th, and I'm up 64 at the moment. Very nice progress. That's good. Keep it up. Yeah, Uwak, no FOMO. You're right about that. Angel, good to see you. I'm waiting to get Chicote shards from Saturday from Ops Up event. Still don't have it. Okay, good. Yeah, you're probably gonna get him. He's a good officer. I'll try an example of Scopely game proving that low-cost packs also works. Pokemon Go. Yeah, because that's also catered to little children, to younger crowd. So they, it needs to be smaller amounts. But because the demographic of this game is mid-30s to mid-50s for the most part, these are established people with careers, with net worth. Yeah, they're going to sell them $100 packs. Sugar Fat Man, nerfing the DTI store is balanced, just like making the NSCA take 6 months of source unless you burn event store currency is balanced. Again, I expect Scopely to behave this way. This was not a shock to me. This was just another punch. It's like, I don't know, a part of me is optimistic, hoping maybe one day they'll stop being tone deaf and maybe they'll start changing their ways. Not the business model. Microtransactions are going to be here, but maybe they're going to treat us better. Maybe they're going to resolve balance and issues in the game in a different way that is not, let's put more stuff behind a paywall and manipulate them with FOMO. That's my hope, but whatever. Tricky, good to see you. I wouldn't suggest any friend to start this game. Just get them hooked on crack. Cheaper and more free time. Yeah. Again, I would love to recommend the game, but I need to know that a new player is going to enjoy it and not be tricked the way we were. Uwak, new ship spend packs to upgrade 1k easy money. That's a complete way of making money every time. That's one of the ways. But again, it's like they're going to try to microtransaction everything in the game. That's been the MO forever. I know it already. I have no FOMO. I don't spend. I enjoy the game, playing it for free, and I progress pretty fast. So I don't need to change anything, but stuff like this is unnecessary. This was completely unnecessary. It's going to make them maybe some more money, but maybe not. Maybe they're going to be... Maybe this is actually going to backfire because a lot of people are going to get pissed and pull a Tiberius and say, you're on probation, I'm not spending anymore. Angel, a very long time to get from last week. I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, one more day. Good to see you. You say, hey JB, sorry missed the beginning of the stream. What did they nerf to DTI? Yeah, so to summarize, when DTI store was released, you had the ability, if you had the currency, you still had to farm for the currency. You can claim any bundle here multiple times. There's no cooldown. So if you have the currency, or if you spend money on the currency, you can go ahead and buy multiple shards of every officer and, you know, the artifacts and all that stuff. What they changed is they turned it into a 24-hour cooldown like everything else, and now it's a daily drip. And the problem is it's been an established mechanic for months, acquisition mechanic for months, and they changed it now. So people are pissed off, and I don't blame them. Sugar Fat Man, Scopely is the reason I'm not watching any Trek beyond what I've already watched. Interesting perspective. I respect it. But I mean, they're not the producers. They're just like, you know, they produce the IP, but they don't produce the plot. So, I mean, if there's a good show, you don't support Scopely by watching the show. So, I mean, if you want to watch the show. But anyway, I get it. I mean, all of us respond in the way that works for us. Broken Wolf, people were maxing the time weapon and Janeway's watch, then converting the extra to temporal disruptors, then using those to max out all the temporal artifacts. I think the main issue was that folks were not buying formation armada packs. Again, it came down to they didn't really produce the microtransactions they wanted, so they made a change so they can do that. In hopes that they can do that. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I see your perspective. I think that's one of the reasons, probably. Timbo, the only reason I keep this game is to talk to the people that I have made as friends on here. I can try to gain something in-game like ships or upgrades, but it's all just a grind. Yeah, it is a grind, but I mean, there are some fun things like here. Like I do arenas every Monday. I stream it now. I streamed it, you know, second time last Monday. I have so much fun with that. Like, this is competitive play. There are some issues with the mechanic, but I actually have a team that I enjoy. The team is called License to Beam. We even have this image here that we created for ourselves. It's a lot of fun. And there are other things that I enjoy, but it's mainly friends. Baba, yeah, 22 hours. I mean, I say a day, 24-hour cooldown, but yeah. I mean, unless you're willing to set an alarm to wake up every 22 hours and gain the most out of it, we can treat it as 24 hours. Sugar Fan Man, all I think about when I watch Star Trek is this officer has crap sourcing. Nice. Ooh, server merge cause spending to that. Why'd they do that too? I don't know. I mean, maybe it can encourage some spending because you're trying to compete with the new people that joined the server merge. But I think they do that because, I mean, look, my server needs a server merge desperately. We're server 35. And it's getting boring. Like, we have the same talent here, and people are pretty much dedicated to their alliances, and nothing changes. So it's pretty stagnant when it comes to interaction with players. So we really want a merge. It will, like, spice things up around here. What is happening with the DTI store? Brandon, you came late to the party. So yeah, the DTI store had unlimited claims from any bundle, and now they nerfed it so you can only claim it like any other store once a day, and then it has a cooldown of 22 hours. And people are pissed off about that because it's been a few months. So that's been the chat all day long on Discord and in AC and public chat and everywhere. Nick, only G6 players could do that as artifact ops building locked. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a G6 player. I didn't do that because I have other priorities. And also, the way that I'm grinding the currency, it's not as high that I can afford going crazy at the store. So again, I think it's like, it's a double bottleneck that wasn't necessary. Tension causes spending. Well, FOMO causes spending and competition. Like from PvP war, the true winner is Scopely because everybody's spending money to compete. Tarpy, our server needs one too. We have the smallest player base of any G6 Ascendant server. Wow. Tarpy, which server are you and how many active players do you have? I'm curious. Yeah, Brandon, that was it. That was the main nerf. Divine says, ref server merge. Did you checklist? You might be merging in a few hours. I think people were talking on my server that a merge is happening, but I didn't see any announcements, so I don't know yet. Tarpy had a merge 2 years ago. Wow. But our whale spent too much money, so we didn't make the cut for merges. Okay. So yeah, it is, again, related to money. Timbo, I haven't got good enough ships to get into the PvP. So that could be part of the problem. I'm just like my ships at Ops 42 still aren't good enough to do much. I'm doing free to play. Yeah, PvP is mostly a spender's game. I mean, you're probably going to overpower people that are lower level than you. But if you want to compete with your peers and you don't spend at all, they're going to overpower you, which is the way. I'm fine with that. People spend money because they want to dominate in PvP. So be it. I think it's not healthy PvP dynamic, but I got used to it. But yeah, just don't. I don't care. I mean, PvP for me is last priority. I try to outsmart my opponents. I'm not going to overpower them. Uwok says on YouTube, my fleet used to be top number 1, but not anymore. We are now 4th. That's why I need to ops level fast to 60 in July. Yeah, push as fast as you can. I mean, again, if you're competing with other people, I understand that's a priority. But remember, I mean, I don't know, for me when I'm... It's like I just came from a run today, okay? I ran like 4 miles. And I can compete with the people that I'm running in my group. But I find that I'm having less fun when I'm always competing with people. Like, and also they have a different running history than me. Some of them were running for decades. Some of them are athletes since high school. Some just have better experience. Some are just, you know, been working out for longer. They have more experience, whatever. So I'm comparing myself to myself. I'm competing with myself. I want to do better than the last time. I want to beat my own time. I want to break a PR. And so, again, I mean, if you compare yourself, taking that metaphor to the game, if you compare your wallet size to other people's wallet size, that may not be fun. Or they maybe been playing 2 years longer than you. So just do your best and improve yourself and better yourself and enjoy the journey. Tarpy, server 70. Okay. One of the young ones. And you had one merge already. Yeah, I'm hoping for a merge. We need this. Hey, Kinky Jesus, good to see you. I just don't want 35 to merge because I like having territory, but don't want to go to another alliance. Kinky. In case you have any territory problems, talk to AR. Talk to my alliance. We'll work something out. We'll make it happen. We'll get you into a territory. We have our coalition all have territories. I mean, you know how the server rolls here. I don't need to tell you. Where's diplomacy here? Yeah. We'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know you know. Breaker, we have a lot of newer whales on our server that's flying through ops. Nice. That's nice to see that, you know. Well, I mean, whales can just get to wherever they want. They just buy their way to wherever they want. Tricky, we have a guy in our alliance that started in November and is now 64. Can't imagine the bill for that. A lot. Oh, you want to show what? You want to show? Okay, you want that screen? Sure. I'll leave it up. There it is. You and Breaker are on the same server? Nice. Okay, I need to play. I mean, we've been dealing with the drama, which is great. But I think I need to play. Let's play. We have dailies that reset, so I can start probably doing some of these. Here, let me send this to, like, kill some FKRs. Clear this. I'm excited to see the VLOX going higher. This was unexpected. I thought it's going to stay tier 2.5 until I get my Enterprise E. Yeah, I figured you were semi-kidding. Alright, let's go to slaughter some Klingons. That's on the way there. Put a speed crew on this and kill some whatever their name is, freebooters. I can't wait until they release the G6 freebooters. Like, it's time. It's past time. Like, please. Save us some grind. I'm gonna send this one to mine in hazard space. Over here. And I think by now the 12-hour event reset. So what do we have? Ship. Okay. So other than the DTI drama, how's everybody doing? Enjoying the other aspects of the game? Complaining about something else? Alright, killing a few of these, and then at least it's quick. And I think I finished all the other events throughout the day. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is done. I'm gonna claim again milestone 3 here, which is nice. I can't wait to max the doctor. More loot is more loot, and the premium mirror dust is great. Not complaining. Solo wave I already finished. To my ability, I don't have the new ship, free to play, so ignoring the other ones. Stranger's Arrival, I think I finished everything for the day, yep. Pretty easy. Return of the Mega Cube, what's up? Oh yeah, they should update that one as well. Angel, Whale on server 701 just quit from this month and deleted his account. He was 70 with 4.4 billion. He was probably pissed off. Yeah, to actually request the account deleted, that you need to be pissed off. Robert, just saw your video about the syndicate points. Very helpful there. Thank you very much. I'm glad it helped you. I have 2 more videos that are pretty relevant, and I'm going to try to release one this week. Like, I have a list of so many videos, and in the past month, because I was so involved with getting familiar and learning the whole live streaming thing, then I wasn't able to release as many. But I think now that I pretty much brought this to a place where I'm still learning, but the massive learning is done, I can go back to releasing my videos, which I really enjoy. Divine, relaxing, just got to do dailies, not competing in rep or chaos tech SLB this time. Did top 3 twice this month. My Revenant just can't compete with level 70s. Yeah, and again, even if you look at the rewards, I don't think they justify, you know, hitting the grind. Like, I forgot for this one. You're talking about the Chaos Tech SLB, right? Oh, that's the upgrade. No, we're talking about the grind one. That's the Chaos Attack. Okay, this, I would make a decent argument that it's worth it. You get some loot. But I'm assuming at your stage, you got most of what you wanted from the store. For me right now, any loot that I get is going to be more crystal, more G6 crystal, to accelerate my conversion and my progression to 68. So I do have value for it, but like you said, I cannot compete with other people with ginormous. Like, I'm just going to get top 25 and be happy with it. Timbo, I used to grind an Elite Dangerous, on Elite Dangerous and EVE Online before I got on here last year. Oh, so you just joined last year. Nice. Welcome. I'm sorry. Yeah, I stopped MMOs when I quit WoW, which was... I was like top rating guild, like most competitive in Wrath of the Lich King, and then Cataclysm came out. I forgot what year that was. And somewhere around Cataclysm, I decided that I quit. Because it just rinse and repeat, and, you know, I didn't have time for it anymore. And that was my last MMO until this one. But when I downloaded this game, during COVID, I wasn't aware that it's an MMO. So I was already hooked. And also, I had nothing to do because it was COVID. Tarpy, I'm looking forward to a week from now. Done with work until August. After they can show up more for streams. But been a long couple of weeks. Night, y'all. Good night, Tarpy. Good to see you. Glad you were here. Sugar Fat Man. Kinda was what killed WoW for me. Yeah, for me too. Especially Wrath of the Lich King was so lore. It was so in line with the lore and was so exciting. And then you go to Cataclysm that is not... I mean, you know, because you had to defeat the Lich King, Arthas. And all the history that comes with it with Jaina Proudmoore. And how can you top that? And I was also a Fury Warrior, so I actually went for... not Frostmourne, Shadowmourne. The axe version of it. But man, that raid was so good. Like, the hype towards that last raid. That was like the peak, the climax of the game. Sure, Fatman, yeah, it felt like the story ended after Wrath of the Lich King. I agree. And that's why I was kind of done. Cataclysm killed WoW for a lot of people. Yeah, I guess I wasn't the only one. Yeah, I was just like... I mean, raiding is a lot of work. You have a schedule and everything. This is... I don't know which one is worse. SDFC or WoW when it comes to dedication and schedules. But yeah, I was like, after Wrath of the Lich King, this is like... I'm done. I don't want to stay anymore. I stopped playing start of MOP. What is MOP? Spell it for me. Oh, Mist of Pandaria, right? I think that came after Cataclysm. Okay, so you survived a little bit longer. Okay, I think I can kill some here with the Velox. Let's go for 68s. Kiki just like, I kept playing WoW far too long. It peaks in ICC and then downhill. Yeah, all those expansions, I don't even know what they are. I just went cold turkey and quit the game. But I will say one thing about... This is not a compliment to Scopely, because this is a compliment to the community. The community in Star Trek Fleet Command, the bond and the connections and the friendships I built here supersede any other MMO, any other game, including WoW. And I was very involved in my guild back there, the top rating US guild. No, this is... I haven't seen anything like it. Like, we had somebody that passed away last week, a member, and the person's brother logged in and mentioned that the person passed away. And we had like this memorial, a memorial in TC over the weekend. And not just my alliance showed up. People came to pay respects from even enemies, like people that we were competing with or not in good relationship with. And just showed up to support, I mean, on the server. I haven't seen anything like it anywhere else. So the community here is really the main reason I stay. Because, I mean, look, what am I doing here? I'm just clicking on some, you know, grinding some hostiles every day. No, the community. That's why I'm here. That's the main reason. Breaker, I stopped playing WoW at Cataclysm and Final Fantasy 14 shortly after. WoW was a lot worse time-wise. Yes, it was. Because it was the raiding schedule that we were raiding like 3-4 times a week, and it's like 4 hours. And then all the prep and all the dailies and all the auction house and all the enchantments and all the professions and all the work you have to do to just be raiding ready. I had no life. Like, I literally had no life. Because every time I had a choice of like, what do I want to do in my free time? Do I want to go do this? Or maybe I should advance in WoW. Then I just chose WoW. Here, I already got into a point where I have a 2-3 hour chunk of time that I do pretty much everything. And then I can disconnect from the game for like a lot of hours. And it's guild free because there's nothing going on. But in WoW, there's always something going on. There's always something to grind. Always another... you know, aspect to explore. and the rating. And the PvP, you know, I went to Battlegrounds. One More Day says, I'm listening to your stream while trying to get AOTC and WoW. I don't know what AOTC is, but, well, you still play WoW. Damn. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I know that WoW is still popular on Twitch, on stream. And, I'm afraid of going back into it. I thought about adding another game, and I thought maybe WoW. But I'm not a casual player. It's going to take over my life. So I'm like, immediately, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Brigger says, I also didn't know this was a MMORPG either. Yeah, they tricked us nicely. And it was fun, because when you start playing the game and you do all the missions and with Scotty and everything, it looks like PvE, right? It's very PvE oriented at the beginning. Like, you can't even engage in other base attacks until you're level 15. So you don't even know what you're getting into. Nick, are people providing their feedback on this DTI faction amendment? If so, where? Some people probably got surveys. I didn't. Discord, people express themselves on Discord. And a lot of the whales have like an assigned representative. And I'm sure they speak to them directly. Community managers too. But again, I don't think the feedback is going to help. They made the decision. They probably knew our reaction. I just don't think they care. And we know that by the way they communicated it too. One more day, I started playing again during lockdown, during COVID, to keep in touch with real life friends. AOTC is killing the boss in heroic mode before the next content patch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I'm so out of touch when it comes to WoW. Zero G's bedtime. Good night, folks. Good to see you, Zero G's. Thanks for being here. Hey, Paul. Maybe add Pokemon as a second game. There's stuff for the casual audience, and for the competitive players, there's something. No, you guys know Ripper, most of you, right? I mean, most of us are old timers. So Ripper and DJs were here in Southern California a few years ago. And me and Ripper actually met in person and went to have a couple drinks, and, you know, we were chatting before on Discord and whatever, but we actually had a long chat in person. And he was the person who is the founder of STFC.space and the mod. And I told them very honestly that without his sources, without his creations, I would have quit the game a long time ago, because Scopely didn't make this game user friendly and kept us in the dark when it comes to information. And also, you know, what he did was the reason why I got more invested and more into the game and stayed in the game. So yeah. Timbo, Guild Wars 2 was a replacement for WoW for me for a while. The mounts on there were really good, and wait, I can't keep up. It was bumped for me. Okay. And art is good along with the graphics for abilities. I haven't played that for a few years though. Yeah, I think if I do play another game, I'm gonna try to go for a new game and not something that I already played. Like, there's so many good games out there. So why not exploring more? Nick, I didn't realize that some of the players in my alliance on server, I actually live local to them. Haven't met up yet though, but still most within a short drive away. Community is key, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I actually discovered that Ice Wolf lives in Southern California too, and a few other people. So we're probably gonna meet up. And yeah, even in WoW, I remember my guild leader, one of the guilds I was in, we were chatting, and then, oh, I'm in Southern California. Oh, I am too. Oh yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. Oh, I am too. And then we started narrowing down to neighborhoods and everything. We were 3 blocks away from each other. How crazy is that? And we became best friends. STFC sure helps. In reference to what? Uwak, I only play this game. Please don't turn casual player. Please, you will not have fun. You will not keep up. Yeah, this game is... You can be a casual player, but I don't think it's gonna be... It's probably not a game that you will enjoy as a casual player. That's what I think. Alright, let's see what other dailies I need to do. I need to do Q... No, I need to wait for tomorrow's claim to do Q challenges, so we can skip that. Timbo, the site to look up many things in game. Oh, yeah. STFC.space. Yes. Yes. And then they made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and he sold it to them. But he's the founder. Okay, let's kill... Actually, I'm going to save this for tomorrow, the Klingon Warrior and Klingon Champion. Because we had an event to kill Federation yesterday. Today it was killing Klingon. So tomorrow it will be killing Romulans. So I'm going to do 2 in 1. So I'm deliberately skipping it tonight. That's how I try to double up. Let me launch just a simple EXO. Oh my god. I don't want to miss this. I better claim this now so I can claim it one more time in the morning. Max claim. Yeah, when the refinery is up, everything stops. Everything stops. Mickey, how you doing? First time chatter too, so welcome in. Good to see you. Meetups are great. There's a group of us who catch up a few times a year for a drink in Melbourne, Australia. We even have people from enemy alliances join us. Nice. Yeah, I haven't had an STFC meetup yet. I'm not planning to fly anywhere, but if... I mean, I live very close to... Like, within a 20-mile radius of Scopely headquarters. So, if there's ever a meetup in that area, I would be happy to meet everybody. But I'm not gonna go to one of the cruises or anything, like... I don't feel like it. Okay, this is my reminder to do the refinery thing, which I'm already doing. Nick says, oh, good news, James Bond. Ops 56 now, shipyard almost built, and next will be Sanctus. Exciting times. Max tiered my Ent A. Just leveling it up. Tribune tier 11. Look at you. Wow. Look at you. Well done. Wait, Tribune tier 11. Oh, yeah. Tribune is the G5 epic. Or G4 epic. It's a G4 epic. You're doing well. 56 is a Sanctus time. That's very exciting times. Yeah. Building that rare ship is an exciting moment in any grade level. Like G4, G5, G6, it was always like that. Ice Wolf, wow, you're up late. I know. We're doing, this is the Night's Watch here. Night gathers and now my watch begins. And I was running tonight, Ice Wolf, and it was a pub run. And then we were drinking beer, and I only drink it from a horn. So I put it here to show you guys. If you drink it from a glass, you're doing something wrong. Reconsider your position. Drink it from a horn like you're supposed to. How is your night, Ice Wolf? How are things? What's going on? That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Not to mention, that's the best conversation opener ever. Like, not even just with the people you're with. Everybody in the bar and the pub, like, all like, oh my god, what is this? You're drinking from a horn? What? Ice Wolf. Good, I ran my 4 miles. No beer horns. Yeah, you need to find a group that does that. That's the best part. You run, and then after that you have a beer. But I'm the only one with a horn. So, yeah, the Night Watch. I'm a giant Game of Thrones nerd. And Night Watch, yeah. Yeah. Nick, right. Got to go now. Hangover. I almost read hangover. Handover time at work. finish my shift, catch up next time. Good to see you, Nick. Thanks for being here. Hey, Powell, I'm Ops 59. Right now, just waiting on my Tribune to finish scrapping, then I'll toss Hector in. My goal is next month to be able to max all 3 G5 epics. The second I go to 60, mainly waiting on mats right now. Wow, all 3 of them. Well done. Yeah, I'm sure you probably planned it and you have all your faction credits, but I would just suggest to keep in mind that once you move to 61, and you're going to need those Selkies, because that's going to be the only miner that will actually make a difference with G6 mining, that you actually have enough faction credits to build several. Just throwing it out there. Just think about the future. Ice Wolf. I thought that looked like a running shirt. I was like, what's he doing up late? Yeah, so I wanted to do my stream earlier and then go for the run. But then my son had something going on in school today that I had to go. So I changed it to tonight after the run, which honestly, I actually like. I like having like a late night stream. I don't think any other content creator right now has that. So maybe I'll make it a thing. We'll see. Hey, Paul. Yeah, I also have 2 Selkies paid for right now. Okay, good. Then yeah, you're doing great. It's really nice to see people growing like that. Ice Wolf, good for you. I like the panda life. You know that much. Yes, you're a dedicated panda. You are. That's one of the things we like about you. Dedicated panda. Oh yeah, I need to do the ship thing. So there's a good problem to have. I pretty much maxed all of my... Hold on. Swap ship. All my G5 ships are maxed. 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 I just need to tier it up, but it has all the modules. So now, to complete this event, I need to do G4 ships. So I already completed all the Novas. And I think I built another one. Oh yeah, I built this one. I built the Vorcha. So I need to upgrade the Vorcha. Let's do it. That's the only way I can complete the event now. Divine. Yeah, I have all 3 G5 epics. 2 Selkies. Soon we'll have all 3 G6 uncommon. Wow, you go for all of them. You're a collector. Nice. Then working towards Kaskari. Then Scimitar. Wow. You got everything figured out there. Nice. Yeah, if you can collect, and obviously it makes you happy, do it. I'm trying to push to 70 before G7 comes out, so I'm on a crunch mode right now. I don't know how much time I have. I mean, I'm guessing October. But unless you're planning to tier up the G6 uncommon, they're not going to be that good. I'm telling you right now. They're garbage. Unless you really invest heavy in G6 materials. And if you do, you know what that means. Less progression. You're going to progress slower. So if you're a spender, no problem. But if you're on a fixed income, like a free-to-play or a light spender, think twice. Divine G5 epics will last to 68. Yes. I still use my Enterprise D at 67. The only issue is warp range. But if you relocate somewhere, it works just fine. You're not planning to upgrade much? Yeah. Yeah, you will see what I mean. Like my Minerva is still tier 1. I'm not touching it. The Enterprise D is just amazing. What, did I finish the event? I don't want to overdo it. Yes, I did. Okay, I may have overdone it a little bit. Okay, this one is about to zone into the hazard, so I better get on it. Kill like 7 of these 68s, and that should complete it. I don't see any more. There's another one. So yeah, so you night owls, other than playing STFC and watching Twitch, what else are you up to? Are you drinking anything? Some shots? Martinis? Beers from a horn? Orange juice? Water? Divine, they really for future Matt Spin events? Yeah, we're reaching a point where I don't have much to spend on mats. Like on ships, I had to build a new one. But I just don't want to spend, even though I'm drowning in faction credits, I don't want to spend faction credits unless I absolutely have to for new ships. Because I'm already thinking ahead to G7. And I'm probably going to be able to afford all G7 generic miners when I get there because I have plenty of credits left. Broken Wolf, I have all 3 G6 uncommon and I'm going to max them out. Wow. I had to push through G5 and was not able to play much with those ships. I'm just going to take my time going through G6. Fair enough. Again, the play style that gives you the most joy, that's exactly what you should do. Oh, I didn't finish it. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Okay, no worries. Oh, I finished it. I killed the 68. Okay, great. Goal accomplished. Prime real estate and research. Not touching prime real estate. Gonna let it slow cook. I'm gonna do the research though. That's the point. That is that you only play for yourself. Yeah, you should play the whatever style that gives you the most happiness. The goal is to enjoy the game. And just because Scopely created it like a grind, it doesn't mean that we need to treat it like a job or like a chore. We should be enjoying it. That should always be the goal. Like, I know my playstyle is different than most people, and I play in a very different way. But it really gives me the most joy. I actually enjoy this. This is not me, you know, I don't enjoy suffering. I don't suffer. I really enjoy playing hard mode. This just always gave me pleasure in any game that I play, is to actually, you know, play hard mode. Go hardcore. I think... mining... Okay, I'm mining this. Yeah, mining should be fine too. Divine, I might finish G5 research sometime. I'm actually almost done. Let me show you. It's starting to like... Combat was the tree that I neglected the most. And it's almost completed. Like, this is G6 territory here. I just have this over here. And a few in the back. And then it's done. Galaxy is pretty much completed. With the materials. And Station has a bunch of it in it. But that's the last thing I'm worried about. Because most of them are related to things that I don't really need. At this point. It's like station damage and whatever. Station related stuff. Like, I don't really care. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to reach a point before we know it that I have to spend on G6 if I want to complete the 12-hour events. Yeah, more PvE focused. Yeah, because PvP is, even if you invest in PvP researches, if a whale decides to tier up their ship really high and get the best officers in the meta, your research doesn't really matter. They're gonna overpower you. That's just the way it is. It's a wallet game for the most part. So once you decide that I'm not playing the wallet game, go PV. Why do station? That's what shields are for. Agreed. But some people enjoy the challenge of staying open and try to defend their base and see how people just can't crack them. Like, they're actually happy. That's one of their satisfaction things. Or they want to crack people in like one punch. Not even 2-3 shots. So they invest in it. I mean, people that are really high up there and they don't need to progress anymore, they're sitting at 70. This is the stuff they're going to deal with now. I mean, you know, it's like when you played WoW and you reach max level, then you really focus on high-end rating to get the best gear, and then you know, get the better tier. That's all you have left when you're sitting at the top. Oh, I saw that Lube released a video about the mod, and he interviewed the I forgot his name, the guy that supports it, Netniv, something like that. That he actually is maintaining it now. And I'm glad he released it, because a lot of people, I mean, I usually refer them to the Discord of, you know, the community mod. But this video really clarified to them, this is where you need to install it, what you need to do. And if you guys want the mod, I recommend watching this video. It's very good. Broken Wolf, yeah, now that my Admiral and I are above the Clown's Ops level, he does not pull as much crap with our folks anymore. As long as he leaves me and mine alone, I got no issues with him anymore. Yeah, we also reached a point where the high levels, there's an alliance, and if Kinky Jesus is still here, he knows exactly who I'm talking about. So this alliance, Ice, yeah, I'll show you. It's better actually if I show you in the alliance list here. So they're top in power, but we win all the ALBs. So we're #1 on the server when it comes to actual accomplishments. But we were competitive for a very long time, and about a year ago or so, maybe a year and a half ago, we had, or even 2 years ago, we had such a big war that we actually cornered them. They were about to lose. And then we just decided to, okay, peace. You don't F with us, we don't F with you. We don't even do like ROE related hits. We don't even mess with our OPC. We just leave each other alone. And it's much easier that way. We can go OPC side by side. Nobody's messing with anyone. It's just easier to play that way. So, yeah. And also the game changed. Like, remember when the game was just, you know, G3, G4 only? There wasn't that much to do. There was still plenty to do, but there wasn't that much to do that PvP had more focus, because in OPC hunting, yeah, Kinky Jesus, you know, the good old days. There was so much time to allocate to PvP, because you finish with your grinding for the most part pretty quickly. So wars were more common and OPC hunting was more common. But now there's so much grind to do that if you're going to add PvP to it, you're going to be plugged into the game 24 hours or 16 hours. You're going to sleep, whatever, about 8 hours, and then you're going to play all the rest. Yeah, I had enough of that. Like, even raiding doesn't have any purpose anymore, because we don't really need the resources. Like, I could use Sigma Steel. You don't need regular steel anymore. I could use Sigma Steel, but you can't even touch their Sigma stash until you drain their regular. And I don't have the time to actually raid them for hours before I even touch this, assuming that they're going to be AFK the whole time. So yeah, raiding in PvP just doesn't have that focus anymore. Unless it's like a specific thing like incursions or arenas. But just regular Galaxy PvP, I don't really see that focus on my server and other servers either. You guys tell me. I mean, do you guys still PvP the way we used to? G3 and G4 PvP was fun. It was. It was. That's when a lot of drama and, you know, I mean, there's that system that I still talk about, that maybe 80% of the wars on the server started there. I even bookmarked it because, for sentimental reasons, Sullivan. Oh yeah, Sullivan. These 3 original Latinum nodes. You know how many wars started here in this system? Fighting over these stupid nodes. I can't even count. Like, we had... One time this was like a showdown. I think it was me and somebody was stealing it from me. And we had like an army of people over here and an army of the other ones over here. And it was just... Somebody light a match and we're just going all in. And yeah, we were just blasting. That's when the war started right here. Like so many of them. Kinky Jesus, though 35 could use some rating. Maybe people will actually shield then. You still have hope? After all the discussions we had on our Incursions Discord, you still have hope that people are going to learn? It's not happening. Divine says PvP now really is just events. Rating is just Incursions event. Yeah, exactly. Kelrick on YouTube says, I raid in Incursions. Player to Sigma, one attack Sigma, and it was done. You raid in Incursions for points, right? But you had 3-4 hours before of raiding. Yeah, raiding is like, people don't even know how to raid anymore. Like the art of raiding. This is like, it's a lost art. You know, the crews for cracking and stuff. Like people don't even do that anymore. It's just some old timers that still do it. Maybe in Incursions, but yeah. Divine, we just got griefers. We just ignore them. They just attention seeking. I'll tell you this, like, we have some, well, there was the biggest griefer, and King of Jesus, you know him, it's Lucy. I mean, when a player goes out of their way to hunt me down, to look for me, to find my miners, to destroy my miners, to find my base, to go and the amount of time they're dedicating to try to counter me, and they don't even counter me, I already won. And if they raid spend, I definitely won. If I make somebody raid spend, oh, this is the best victory they can ever give me. So they really lose more. They lose their time, progression, money. I have nothing. I don't care. I just like whatever. Breaker, that's why we need mining strike team that takes a percentage of direct Sigma, regardless of the par steel, curtain, and or a ship that does that. I would hope, Breaker, I want something like that. I want an incentive to actually raid, because if I know that I can get Sigma par steel from people as soon as I start raiding them, I may change my ways. I may go back to raiding. Like there will actually be an incentive for me, because I showed you I need 15 million. So I think the materials are going to be here before the Latinum and maybe the par steel. I need par steel. I need Sigma par steel. So yeah, I'll totally raid for that. Divine, G6 miner with gold skin is your G6 amalgam. Yeah, but you still... Divine, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you need to actually drain their vanilla resources before you even start collecting the other one? Please correct me if I'm wrong, though. Because that my understanding is you gotta go through all of the regular before you get Sigma. Uwak, that's the only reason you play and raid bases for incursions and OPC hunting. Yeah, I don't do OPC hunting because I will just create more enemies to myself, and then it will become like we hunt each other. So it will cost me more screen time, and my income is going to be less. Like when I mine and I can go OPC and I can mine peacefully, my material income is insanely good. Like look, I'm reaching 200 million. I was actually almost at 200 million, but because of this bonus refinery that we had for 3 days, I've been draining it. I've been claiming a lot, but I'm doing really, really well on this because I don't OPC hunt. Divine, yeah, but G6 miners are big. Not that big. I mean, again, it's a percentage that you're draining. I don't know. I haven't tried doing that. Oh, I'm a pirate. If your ship is not OPC, then I ignore you. Again, whatever makes you happy. I used to do OPC hunting when the game had more time for that, but with the 50 to 60 loops we have right now, I don't have the time. And mining is faster, and mining is passive. I go AFK and I throw miners out. It's the easiest thing for me to do. Speaking of miners, let me throw one more. Premarch on YouTube says, once you get Revenant, Sigma Par Steel becomes manageable. Yeah, it's becoming more manageable. I just got scared a little bit because from 67 to 68, Par Steel, I needed a huge amount. But I'm kind of compensating right now with a lot of efficiency research. Kelric, you have to? You have to what? OPC hunt? Breaker. It still takes forever. I have the third raider in my alliance, and he says it takes forever and doesn't care for it. I hear him. Third raider in the game. Yeah, I mean, some people that do it, maybe it's because it makes them happy. But I don't see the real incentive, like benefit, the actual advantage in doing that. Hey, Lieutenant Bennett, good to see you. JB wouldn't max a G6 miner for the gold skin anyway. Yeah, he's in my alliance. He knows me. I'm frugal when it comes to spending my materials. If it goes to ops first. And if I have anything left, then I can start playing with other stuff. But usually I go retroactively. So yeah, Lieutenant Bennett, you know me. You know who I am. For years now. Divine, I know, especially with G7 coming. Yeah, I'm preparing for G7 already. I'm already thinking in that direction. So here's the plan. The plan is Enterprise E. Enterprise E is being built. And then it means that I'm level 70. So my materials can stop going to buildings and they can go to research and ships. On top of that, by then I'm expecting G5 ships are going to be scrappable. I'm going to scrap my Enterprise D. I'm going to build more Enterprise A's and D's and scrap them. And max my E. Moving to G7. Buying 6 G7 generic miners. Flying with the max Enterprise E. And keep going. And fly through it. Kelric, wait for 69 to 70 for Sigma. I heard the stories. I even glanced at it once. And it's very ugly. I believe you, Kelric. I believe you. Good morning, Chronox. Good to see you. It's my first late night night watch stream. And I enjoy it. I just came back from a run about 2 hours ago. Pub run. You know, we had beers and whatever afterwards. And the adrenaline and the endorphins and everything is already flowing and all the hormones. Super happy. I actually like this. I think this may become a regular thing. Don't quote me on that, but there's a high probability. Kelric had to raid 3 hours to obtain Sigma. All power to you that you dedicated 3 hours. I don't do that anymore. Honestly, I don't need it that bad. But back then, we had to raid, if you remember. Like, it was a necessity. Because steel was a big bottleneck and they didn't shower us with resources the way they do today. Kelric, go hunting 68 to 70 on Mirror for Sigma. I mean, I do that anyway. For surveys. Yeah. For speed up. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. That's like a given. It's like a must. You know what? While we're chatting, I might as well be productive. And let's get in there. And let's get some more surveys. Yeah, I think the chat was so active tonight with Major Samuel's raid, which I'm very grateful for, that to keep up with it, I couldn't even play. Premarch says, I'm already 70, but 66 to 70 is roughly 2.5 years of speed ups. Yeah, yeah. Look, on hand... Okay, so the cost is a year and a half almost, from 67 to 68. And I need 200 days, 190. Let's say 170, 160, if we take into account the Alliance helps. So I kill one of these here because I have Lorca's ability that if you kill a hostile, you get an additional 30 impulse speed. So I do that before I get in so I can get in there faster to save me a little bit of time. Divine, G3 and G4, we rated for 6 to 8 hours. Oh, yeah. We had a whale around that time. Lieutenant Bennett, you definitely remember it, and other people on my server maybe. What's his name? Free Roamer. He was in our alliance, and he was a level Whatever the highest was at the time. Was it 50 or 60? Anyway, he quit the game. And we had to raid him pre-amalgam, I mind you, with whatever, a G4 maxed miner with a capacity of 7 to 8 million. And that was our scoop size. Yeah, free roamer. Oh my god, man. We were taking turns. 24 hours we were just going through it, and it took us 2 weeks. 2 weeks! 2 freaking weeks! But we had to. I mean, this was like a gold mine of par steel. I'm not gonna pass on that. Like, he financed 3 of my ops levels. Of course I'm gonna do it. Robert on YouTube says, like this time, first time watching your stream. I work overnights, so this is good for me. I appreciate the feedback. I see that there is a crowd. I mean, hey, we are about over 90 people between YouTube and Twitch. I think we made a decision. Kelrick, I only did it one time for the challenge. Okay. You did it. 3 hours. You did it. Let me see. Didn't have many events back then. Horizons. Oh yeah, the Horizons. See, the game used to be simple. It's the simplicity of it. Lieutenant Bennett, he had over 1 trillion resources. It took a long time. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks. And I think we were actually concerned because territory capture was about to be reset, or I think maybe ICE raised at the time were thinking about invading, and we wanted to empty it before somebody else can actually get in there. And I think they were also trying to scoop, like sneak scoops too, so we had to actually PvP and block them. Ice Wolf, I'm being quiet because my brain... One brain either? What's going on with your brain, Ice Wolf? Your brain is working just fine. I have faith in you. Then Bennett, and we didn't finish him off before they removed his base from the server. I thought we did. Anyway, we got a lot. I mean, those who were dedicated, I mean, there was one evening I just decided I'm just going to be... And we were going, you know, clockwise. The 5 bases around him. To be honest, it was a grind. But even now, talking to you about it, Lieutenant Bennett, and remembering it, I actually had fun then. This was fun. Mulder, 7 a.m. UK, doing my dailies. Good watch. Thanks, JP. You're welcome. That's right. That's right. No, I mean, this is not late for me. This is just 11 p.m. And tomorrow I can start a little bit later, so I'm allowing myself to go a little wild. Divine Envoy raids were crazy. Oh, you did that? Envoys. Oh my god, that stupid ship. So I was always rushing through ops. And I started playing the game like a year and a half after everybody else. So, I didn't have a strong, solid economy when it comes to mining and all of that. Like, it took me time to build it up. But because I was pushing ops, I was always, like, skipping some things. And, you know, I felt like I'm climbing up fast, but I'm not building sideways so much. But now I reached a point where I can do both. And I invested in my... playstyle. It was such a strong economy. My income is so high that I can afford anything when it comes to like faction credits and max refines. It's much easier to play now. So my intention is to keep it going forward with, you know, G7 miners and all of that. H-Man on YouTube, be a man, use a North Star. Wow, I haven't heard that name in so long. You know what's funny? I actually built one when they offered it for the first time in the event store. And I never used it. I built it, I maxed it. I think I mined with it once just to see what it does. But it was so outdated for me, but I still wanted to have it because I remembered that it was considered to be such a good miner. Bennett, we were raiding a certain enemy alliance member who had a few quadrillion earlier this evening. We got a lot off of him. Is that who I think it is? The only active player in Kapla? That idiot stayed unshielded again? What a moron. That's a guy that I was saying that I don't talk to him. I can't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that I'm the reason he rage spends. Because whenever I upped up and I went above him, 2 days later, he went above me. Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, he rage spends. I made this guy rage spend. Best victory I can dream of in this game. Like, not I piss you off to the point that you're gonna spend thousands of dollars just to keep up with me. I already won. Uwak, I still have a North Star. Used it a lot for raids at Ops 18. Wow. So I think up to Ops 15, you don't even need to worry about raiding and shields. Nobody can touch you. Once you reach Ops 15, it's open season. So the way I learned my shielding lesson, I wasn't in AR. I wasn't in this alliance. I was in a different one. And we had a player here. I wish he didn't quit. He was so much fun to be around. Zach. He was the first one in AR that raided me. Drained me to nothing. I wake up in the morning and I see that I have nothing. And I'm like, you don't forget shielding ever again. Ever again. That was my lesson. Of course, we all flop here and there, but like, it's so rare. Like, it doesn't happen. What you guys, what was your raiding you better shield lesson? We all had a story. I'm sure you have a few. Divine, same on SLB. Laugh when they spend. Yeah. Raid spending is not a good type of spending, in my opinion. Like, if you want to spend because you're happy and you just want to advance in something and whatever, you have goals, sure. But if your only goal is to compete with somebody because they piss you off that they advance faster than you, well, guess what? Maybe you shouldn't dedicate your time to kill pointless miners and hunt for them for 4 or 5 hours a day. Maybe you should actually do some loops and you're going to progress faster. Just a thought. Sanjuan, good to see you. Reminds me of the time our server ascended mint incursions. Well, dropped thousands to max ops, but they then was pissed he didn't have the rep to build the ships. That's the thing. If you spend, you need to spend in all aspects. Because if you just spend on one, you're going to be behind on others. So the best way to progress is actually to grind and progress in all of them. But if you choose to spend, you can't neglect any of them. So it's actually much more costly than we think. Uwak, you're Ops 49 now. Congrats. I don't know what your plans are when it comes to pushing 50-51. But with the way they've been taking care of you guys in G4, you're probably going to have max G4 epic ships. So I think you'll be ready for G5 if you wanted to do that. And you can probably upgrade the buildings because the refinery was like taking care of you guys. It was amazing to see. Nicole, Ops 45 free to play. Nice. Nice. When was your start date, Nicole? Divine, depends how many horns you had the night before. So tonight I had only 2 horns. I filled it with an IPA once, twice, and I was done. That's it. But usually if I go heavy drinking, it's not beer. It's going to be martinis. It's going to be shots. I mean, I only do beer like for socializing or whatever. Sanjuan, I was once raided for 15 minutes after baiting a whale with bold defense. That was my only shield lesson thus far. That's one of the easiest lessons that I've heard of. Like, most of us had, like, we got destroyed because we forgot to shield at night. So you got it easy, and I'm happy for you, Sanjuan. Tricky, worst one was putting my daughter to bed and was going to shield up when done. Well, fell asleep reading her story and woke up totally empty face. You know, it was like, after I got raided and drained that night, like, you know, I'm sure you all had that. Like, you're about to go to sleep or you're going out with friends and all of a sudden you have this moment. Did I shield? Oh, crap. Logging in. Like, did I shield? Just to double check. Spacewalker, good morning and greetings from Belgium. Good morning, good night to you. Good morning. You're in the future. I hope the future looks bright. I will know in about 12 hours. Spacewalker, good morning and greetings from... Oh yeah, I just read that. Never mind. I blame the horn for that. Nicole, last few times they got... What? They got what? I can't read that emoji. So I'm not too scared of being hit. They got peanuts. Okay. Yeah, but it just... one day you're gonna be swimming with raw resources. So shielding may be more relevant. Broken. Mother trucking bun of a sitch. GS31 is ops locked going to tier 13. Needs to be ops 67 to get a part for it. Damn. Well, poor 67. That's your goal now. Now you know what you need to do. Divine. Fell asleep reading a story with kids. Peregrine, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Fell asleep reading a story with kids. Empty base at ops 29. I learned early shield if you leave KB. Yeah. We all learn it somehow. A few years ago. Okay. Nice. Well, glad to see fellow free-to-play. I support your path. 100%. Let me queue a few more. I'm getting too distracted. Timbo, have a good night, James Bond, and you all. Good talking to you. Good talking to you too. Have a good night or good rest of your day. Good night. I mean, I think you're going to sleep. Sugar. Woke up in a panic one morning, face down on my phone in bed. Immediately logged in and found my base empty. Had just built the protector. Had only been G4 for a week. Couldn't afford repairs. Had to mine Trite and Dill just to get my dailies done. Ouch, you didn't even have tokens. Ugh. That's a painful lesson. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Tricky, it happened to you all the time, I know. Less now, but like, it used to. I mean, now I brought my shield habits to a science, to like, it's like second nature. But for a while, when, you know, the first couple of years playing the game, I had a lot of this, oh my god, I better check. Send you and sneak to the bathroom to check my shield at 1 a.m. in the bar. Never. And by that, I mean never more than twice a night. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I admit, like, a lot of times when I go out to social gatherings or drinks or whatever, if I have a moment, maybe I cycle miners, maybe I do something really quick. I don't do anything big in the game, but I do like a couple of clicks here and there. I mean, we're hooked. I mean, we know how this thing works here. Broken Wolf's gonna stay where I am for a bit. Okay, up 64 and taking it slow. I respect it. Absolutely. Again, makes you happy. You like it. Clearly, it sounds like you like it this way. That's what you should be doing. I'm just crazy. I just push ops. Like, since I started playing this game, I've just been pushing progression. Hey, pal, I wish I could open my base for alliance mates, as I don't need 1 quadrillion steel, but not at the cost of them touching my 110 trillion trait. Yeah. I think we were... I know that idea was suggested a bunch of times by some people. Is to have like a way to trade stuff with your alliance mates. Like, let's say somebody is really heavy on mining Latinum when that was a thing. Because I was big into that. I had like 6 fichas. So I can trade, I can give some Latinum and somebody else that is doing something else and is farming that one. Then we can help each other. Like, there's going to be an alliance bank. Like a guild bank in World of Warcraft. That will be nice, but I don't think Scopely will do that because, especially establishing our whole opinions tonight about the nerf, they're not going to do that because it's not profitable. If this game was subscription-based and not microtransaction-based, that would have been more feasible to expect something like this to happen. But I just don't think they'll do that because it will shoot their profits. Mulder says, I'm always out of 7-day shields. Where does the resource come from to buy them? I'm Ops 54 free to play. Nice. So the way, if you want to get like more than 12-hour shields, I haven't done it in ages because I don't need to, but if you go to the Alliance tab here, this is where you can buy 7p shields and 3 and even 1. And they cost the currency that you get from just doing your dailies, the Alliance credits. So for 1100, you can buy a 7-day shield if you need it. Tricky, yes we do. I don't remember what I was talking about. Broken Wolf, I would so donate a buttload of ECS Horizon BPs. Oh yeah, if we want to talk about BPs, look at this. You know what I even considered? I'll show you first what I have. Almost 25,000 Kira BPs, Vaklis 22,000, Kumari over 16,000. Now, because of the efficiency, I can actually make more if I build and upgrade it and scrap it. But it will only produce G3, so I have no use for G3. But what am I going to do with all of this? This is not, I'm never going to do anything with this. We used to scrap G2s back then, but I'm not going to scrap the G3 common ones. Like, this is no way. Divine says, Starbase research, stop that. I don't remember much of the Starbase research. What did it stop? 3D is more efficient. Crucible of War events every month. Oh, the 3 days? I mean, I'll be honest, even when I go on vacation, I mean, unless I take a cruise that I'm in the middle of the ocean and the Wi-Fi there is crap, that's the only time I put a 7-day shield. But if I go on vacation anywhere else, I'm probably going to check in once a day, like when I'm in the hotel or whatever. So, I mean, I put 1 day maybe or 3 days. I don't know. I rarely put a week. Like, I never been out of the game for a full week. 7-day was spare. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people just like to have the peace of mind that they don't need to worry about shielding anymore, so they put a 7-day even though they log in. But I really only need to put in a long period of time if I know that I will not touch the game for several days, which rarely happens. Mulder, credits from the dailies. Got it. Think I must be misspending them on other stuff. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe you spend them on ultra credits, you know, ultra recruit tokens. But yeah, this is where you get them. If you need some, then just save some. Don't spend them on something else, and then you get it. Premarch says if your alliance finishes AMS in Crucible, it is enough to buy 30 one-day shields. Oh yeah, we finish that all the time. Oh, now I see what you mean with the Crucible. Divine says Starbase Research and Alliance Rep stop dropping tags to share resources. We never had a way to share resources in the game. Wait, how many more can I kill? I think 2 more. Yeah, I don't remember that ability to share resources at all. I mean, we have the inventory, but that's just, you know, for the Starbase. I'm talking about like trading stuff. So let's say I farm for certain things in the game and somebody else farms for something else. Then we can trade, or we can, you know, deposit it and other people can actually use it. So I'm talking about like all your inventory here that you can trade with your fellow alliance mates, or, you know, deposit them into the bank. That's a feature that I would like to see. Look, normally I use a 1-day shield when logging out, but didn't one time and woke up 5 hours late during incursions. I woke up and said, damn, I'm late. Ran to my computer and turned a 1-day shield. Yeah, incursions is a different story. Incursions, don't F with incursions. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be the guy that was bleeding resources that day. And everybody's pointing the finger that, you know, he fed the enemy. Like, I don't need that BS drama. Like, we have plenty of drama on this server. We have plenty of drama on the server. I don't need to create more. Mulder, I got 134 one-day shields. Oh yeah, my shields are... So here, because I didn't use those, I have 33 7-day, 22 3-day, 183 1-day, and then... Yeah, I usually use 4, 8, and 12. That's really what I use. Divine. Drop alliance, load up ship with farm-able resources, kill other ship. Used to do it a lot with swarms, probes, lat, etc. Yeah, it's possible. You can do that. I don't know, too much work. Too much logistics. I want some simplicity in this game because we have plenty of complexity. What did I complete? Oh yeah, the mining. I like this late night thing. It's nice. We have plenty of people for a late night. You guys don't sleep. I know we have some people from the UK and from Europe and everything. But US people, and I know some of you, you don't sleep. And some of you are on the East Coast. Getting alliance mates up was a thing. Yeah. Especially carrying them through stuff. Like being carried through... different content like armadas, all the different types of armadas we had, like we needed to be carried. Like that was a necessity. I was sending, when I didn't have a warship that can get to the top G5 armadas, the group armadas, I sent a Fisha. I called it a battle Fisha. And I sent the Fisha with like Gala on it to help so the whales won't take that much damage. And just for the starter chest, and they carried me and they really helped me. So we don't have that much content anymore. We have solo matas now and stuff like that, like a lot of things you do alone. For matas is a thing, but it's not as common as back then. We needed to run. Our armadas were flying all the time, like, and there were a lot more armada events. Like I remember taking a screenshots, like we were sharing screenshots on our Discord, that we have like 4 or 5 warships in 5 different armadas simultaneously, and that's why we love being here, because this alliance just was going. When we do an armada party, we mean business. We go all the way. New York breaker. Okay, yeah, it's pretty late. I hope you have a late start tomorrow. Divine only 8 a.m. for you. Nice. Broken. Okay, 55 4 hour, 353 8 hour, 201 12 hour, 169 1 day, 23 day, and 37 day. Yeah, you're all set. You have years worth of shields if you ever need them. Robert on YouTube says, yeah, on East Coast and work midnights, so my game time is like this. Fair enough. Yeah, for me, my schedule changes. I worked for a corporation, did IT, and now I just went the entrepreneurial way, and I like it better. I have my own business and stuff like that. So I set my own schedule. I'm in control of my calendar, but still I need to be responsible. Send you in. That was the olden days before the Voyager and Xcary. Yeah. Yeah, you just send a ship so you can get the starter chest and everybody else carries you. So everybody wins. The whales get their loot and you get your loot. And everybody progresses. Divine, we have regularly armada parties with like 1 minute between each timer. Well, yeah, if you have plenty of people in that ops range, then yes. But most of my alliance, we're all like, most of us are G6. Like we have so many. Let me sort it by power. Yeah, so we have some G5s, but not that many. And the people here in the bottom, they're pretty casual. They don't really play much. So most of us are G6, and it's solo Armada time. And all of us can just solo G5 Armadas. What we team up for is group waves, and not a lot of us are still doing it. I do. For Armadas, of course. And maybe Zindi Armadas, that's about it. Sanjo, and that was the olden days before the Voyager. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Broken Wolf. I'm on West Coast, USA. Yeah, 11:20 presently. Yeah, same for me. I'm on West Coast, SoCal. Divine, working from home, best decision made. Yes, but I like the balance. I like being with people. Like, you know, 3 days at home and 2 days in the field works better for me. But 5 days at home can go crazy. I mean, I have a dog. I take him for walks so that, you know, I usually take a lunch walk just to get out of this, you know, touch grass, breathe air. Hey, Paul, what is sleep? I'm just over here laying in my bed, watching Twitch while playing the game, waiting for my Honolulu Blue Boys to be playing again. Yeah, we don't sleep, man. We play a lot. We do. I had this under control, and I said that during my interview with Rev, but I became way more involved. Like, I really enjoy content creations, and I'm just doing things related to that. And also on my Discord, I have like, I think we're pushing 300 members soon. Like, I need to start delegating moderators. Like, it's getting busy, but I love it. I enjoy it. But yeah, I'm putting a lot more time now. Divine says our alliance is ups 51 to 67. Yeah, you have a good chunk of a good range. But yeah, the 50s still need to help each other with the G5 Armadas. Tricky Zindi and Q Armadas still need bigs for the polys. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do that on occasion. I ride the whale tail. I just, you know, send it as far as I can go. I launch them, and I get the starter chest, which is huge. And again, so yeah, in that sense, the Polymadas work the same way as the old Armada days. Absolutely. Divine still have Zindi and El Orient Armadas. Yeah. Those are really the dominant ones. And Formadas. I mean, you need people for that. We run Krenim Formadas. You definitely need help with the relativity and all that stuff. But speaking of which, my relativity should be here any moment now. Let's say 182, so 18, 9 days. In 9 days. Look, we have a coalition in case whale fleets get out of hand and we destroy them. So far, this merge is very friendly. Not naming the server. Don't want them to know. Okay. Yeah, we formed... You know what? I'm not going to do any... I'm not going to do more surveys right now. A little bit of server 35 drama. This coalition here was formed because this alliance here was most of the whales. Like, originally, they were all the whales band together and terrorizing everybody to just force their will on everybody else. A lot of us were fed up with this and decided to unite as one and just shut this BS thing down. Like, we had enough. And that's what we did. So the war is long over and everybody gets along, but the coalition remained. So we're still there for one another. So in case anything happens, we're going to unite again as one fist and just shut them down, or anybody else. So that's the story of server 35. So until a merge happens, I'm pretty confident this dynamic is going to remain. Broken Wolf, I can solve the 64 polys with boosts. Nice. Only 2 of us can reach that far. and the other person is not available that much. Although if you could still carry people for the starter chest though. Like let's say they send a ship with the warp range. Like let's say they send the NX-01 and they launch it. You can still carry them that way. They can still get the starter chest, which is substantial. Because even me, when I ride the whale tail and I send my puny revenant, I think it's like 300 million or something. Let me see. 325. The whales are going to send their billions worth of it, so they're going to drink up most of the loot, which is understandable. So honestly, I can send anything. I can send anything with a warp range just to get that chest. So yeah, we can still carry them the same way we used to with the G5 armadas. Tricky, all fist, no lube. Only way to correct bad behavior. Yes. You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do, man. No one can reach it. Yeah, I could. Yeah, you could do that, yeah. Because really, I mean, I don't even bother joining the other armadas that people launch because I know that I'm going to get a fraction of the loot. So it's only the one that I launch. So we get one a week. So every 2-3 weeks when I see that the whales are running it, then I'm going to join them, launch a few. If I can't reach it, I'm probably going to send a bigger one. I mean, a higher warp range one. Nicole, okay, so what got nerfed? The fact that you don't know is the good thing because it means you didn't suffer from it. So I'll show you. You've been playing the game for a few years. So the DTI feature, the building and the faction store, were released a few months ago. And you know how the loop works. If you're eligible for it, you need to go and do some Krenim solo matas or Krenim 4 matas and get the relativity and do stuff like that to get the currency to start buying bundles from the store. The way the store operated since release, you can claim any bundle here, any officer, any artifact, any tech, as many times as you want if you have the currency, no cooldown. What they nerfed now, and people are pissed off about, is that there is a 1-day cooldown now on all these bundles. And this is most things here have a 1-day cooldown, but when you have an established mechanic that people got used to for so many months, and now you have an unfair advantage of people that actually use that feature versus people that didn't do it yet, it creates also an imbalance on top of just pissing people off that they changed something that was already established. So people were pissed off about it all day long. And for me, like, I don't really have a big impact because I don't really care about the officers and I already got most of the things I wanted, but it's unfair to everybody else. And I'm completely on board with telling Scopely that they effed up here big time and they should have just left it alone. Just don't touch it. You know, just own your mistake and eat the bullet and move on and release other loops that you test properly next time, and you make sure that they're released the way you want them to be released. And if you need to make a change, make it so early so people don't get used to it for a few months. So that's it. That's what happened. Broken Wolf, if they have the warp range. Well, yeah, most people can get a ship with warp range. I mean, get the NX. Almost everybody has the NX. And if you buy that favor, the favor that gives it... hold on. Xborg. There's a favor here. There's just so many of them. Yeah, Enterprise NX-01 warp. Then you can just buy to increase it. Most of its warp range comes from this favor. So everybody can just upgrade it a little bit and get the loot and take care of their Revenant poly loot. Divine, and communicate, because you can't just drop it at any time. Yeah, I mean, I guess it goes without saying that communication is crap. We already know it, but yes, it was crap. It's the same, I mean, standard procedure. Scopely just changes something behind the scenes and don't let people know until they scream about it, and then they give you some bogus communication excuse, which we hate. Yes, hashtag Mulder on YouTube says hashtag free DTI, as free to play is locked by the amount of Krenim, I can do every week. Does not bother me, but it is unfair. That's, you touched on the core issue. That's the problem. That's the problem. It already has a bottleneck. You don't need to add a second layer of a bottleneck. It's unnecessary. And again, it was established for months. Just, Scopely, let it go. Just man up. Just let it go. They're not going to change. We need, again, it's been years. How many times this happened? So many times. Like, we need to stop. We can't expect them to change their behavior. We need to change our response to their behavior. That's the only thing. And it's okay for us to scream loud. But for the love of God, those of you who scream loud, if you really want to be heard, back it up with your wallet vote. That's all. That's all. Because if you say one thing and you pay, you contradict yourself. They're going to listen to the money statistics more than the verbal statistics. It's a business. Broken Wolf, that is the thing. Not everyone has that yet. There are a lot of us that are that high and have moved up. Yeah, or some people that it's not important to. It's not important enough for them. Scopely, feel free to change Alliance Starbase mechanics and assaults. So many things that need to change. I mean, there's a list. I think Tarpy went to bed, but like I gave Tarpy a list. Like every time she's on stream, I tell her, add it to the list, add it to the list. Like we have so many things now. So I'm thinking it's 11:35 and I shouldn't be completely irresponsible. I think I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so that's good enough. Let's see if there's another night owl in STFC that we can raid. I feel like raiding out somebody. Let's just hope that there is... Wait, I can't see... It doesn't show me sync category for some reason. Tarpy is extensive. Okay, do you guys see anybody we can raid? For some reason, I can't see... Let me search for Star Trek Fleet Command and see who I see here. I think I'm the only one. Oh, I'm the only one actually streaming. Okay, so I guess we're not... yeah, we're not going to raid out anybody. Okay, so you guys have a good night. I will see you... Today's Wednesday. Borderline Thursday. Saturday. I'll see you guys Saturday on stream. And have a wonderful night or good morning wherever you are.